I got a question for all of you. Do you think Halloween the game will fail or succeed? Let's talk about it.
Halloween, the night he came home.
Hello everyone. Clay Frederick of the Horror franchise. Back at it with another Halloween the game video. I've been kind of pulling this off for a little bit. I know a lot of people have been back and forth about this concept. So, what is the question here? The question is, will Halloween the game win or will it fail when it comes to the player base as a whole, the longevity, or just plain simply stay alive? Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about how Gun Interactive are involved with this game in some degree. Let me reiterate, as I do every time, and a lot of people have been saying this too. Thank God. Certain content creators have been correcting everybody, but yet there's still a massive wave of people who don't do their research and jump to conclusions as they always do. Gun Interactive are not the lead developers for Halloween the game. IllFonic are, and IllFonic still support their games. You may say that they abandoned Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Predator Hunting Grounds, Ghostbusters Unleashed, all that. No, they didn't. They still support their games. Period. Point blank. Friday the 13th was the result of a lawsuit that killed the game. That's it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the only game that truly was fully abandoned by creators, and that being Gun Interactive. Gun Interactive, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre are the only two games that they were truly involved. But when it comes to IllFonic, they still support their games. They spring out some updates here and there, and the reason why updates are slow for the other games is because they're putting all their efforts into Halloween the game. Once Halloween the game comes out, then they'll start pumping out more updates for the other games. So, I've always stood by, as long as it has a player base, the game will be okay. No matter how big or small. It doesn't matter. As long as there are a loyal fan base, and I'm going to be one of those people that are going to be loyal to Halloween the game. But, the raising question. What if Halloween game... Holy crap. Where did that come from? What if Halloween the game were to fail? Well, let's go back to Friday the 13th real quick. The game that brought me into the ASM world. The game that I truly felt like I was one of the best players in the community. Let's talk about the asymmetrical games as a whole that I played. Obviously, Friday the 13th, Predator Hunting Grounds, Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and now, finally, Halloween the game. Out of every single game I've played in the past, there was only one game where I truly felt like I was very confident in winning every single game. For instance, you play these games and you just truly suck at them, for instance. It really does kind of feel underwhelming, and it kind of breaks your confidence if you keep losing every match. Friday the 13th, the game, was the only game where I truly felt like I was one of the best Jason players and one of the best Counselor players, and just one of the best players as a whole. Because most of the matches I won. Now, let me say this to you all, in case you didn't hear me the first time. I'm not saying I win every single match. I've won a majority of them over. I have a lot more wins compared to losses. Now, with Predator, Dead by Daylight, TCM, that role is completely flipped. When I got into Predator Hunting Grounds, I was a beast Predator. I won a majority of the matches. But then, Predator got nerfed. And that changed everything. And I just full-blown suck at Predator anymore. And I got the proof of it on my live streams, the most recent ones for the past few months I've done. I was on a kick for playing Predator for a little bit. So, yeah, I failed at being one of the best Predators. But I didn't really have a goal to be a god-tier Predator player, you know what I mean? Jason, on the other hand, that's just for pure fun and passion. There was no sign of being super competitive and being the top dog player. When Texas Chainsaw Massacre was coming out, I was thinking I want to be one of the best, at least one of the best Leatherface players. When that game came out, man, that was quite a skill tree. But ultimately, very quickly, I failed. I failed at trying to be a really good player in that game. And since then, I've still struggled to this day to even be remotely even good. Now, is it a skill issue on my part? Sure, why not? Why not? But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as much as I love the game, the aesthetic and all that, gameplay-wise and the meta is what kills it completely. The meta is just unbalanced. It's an unbalanced game, unfortunately. Dead by Daylight, it's Dead by Daylight. I don't even need to talk about that game. I'm long past played that game. I was decent at it at best. Wasn't even trying to be one of the best players. I was just playing it for the love of the game and grinding to level up. You know how it is. So, but now, with Halloween, this is the one that I truly, truly want to be at least one of the best, at least one of the best Michael Myers players. As I have said many times, Halloween, I live and breathe. It is my favorite IP of all time. It is my favorite everything. And I want my channel to be all about this game. So, if it succeeds, which I think it will. I truly believe it will succeed. It's the most popular horror IP of all time. You look at Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that IP's small in comparison. But with Halloween, Friday the 13th was a massive hit. I have no doubt that Halloween will succeed. It's going to be. We've already got so many dedicated players, dedicated fans, who are already familiar with these past ASIM games, especially Friday the 13th. Halloween is literally a spiritual successor in a way, taking aspects from these previous titles into this while doing its own thing. I don't see a damn thing wrong that really turns me off of this game. The only problem I see is how the bullying stuff will be handled with Michael, the bully squads and all that shit. Michael's got a lot in his kit, and we've only seen a portion, so that's the only really issue I have. But we'll have to see until the game comes out. And bullying, I will touch on this. That's one of the big reasons why people don't play these ASIMs, because people are so competitive, and they literally ruin the experience for the casuals. But it is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do to change that. So here's my real question, as I've already mentioned before. You probably drove nuts by this point. Will it succeed or fail? I think it'll succeed. But what if it fails? As I've said before, I want this game to be about my channel. I want my channel to be all about this game. If Halloween the game fails, my channel won't be around long. Because this is the most excited I've been for anything. I have been hyping this game up for almost a year now. I have literally covered every fine grain of detail for this game, explaining how this channel is going to be about it. And I know you people want this because those videos about Halloween the game are all you care about. Other videos I've made in the past, they're not that popular. And then there's my fan films that I make. That gets good reception as well. So, but that's every once in a blue moon that I make those. So, in trying to keep consistency going with my channel, Halloween the game has risen and evolved my channel. Everything you see behind me here, changing my background compared to my kitchen, has evolved through the evolution when it comes to the marketing to Halloween. This game is the reason why my channel is rising. It is the reason why I'm getting revenue. And hopefully I get my first paycheck settled here soon because I just reached the minimum of $100. So I got to get all this stuff situated here. I just got to wait for certain things to process. You know how it is with technology, taking its precious time. But anyways, so, yes, I want to make a living with this game as a side gig. Not only that, I want to have fun. I want to have fun. That is the most important thing. So if Halloween the game fails, I'm going to say it right now. This channel will not last. There is nothing else that will carry this channel except my fan films, and that's, again, once in a blue moon. There's Resident Evil, but seems like nobody cares about Resident Evil on my channel. And that's another big IP that I absolutely love. So, Halloween the game is going to be either my saving grace for my channel that'll make me popular, make me a rising content creator, or it'll be my ultimate impending doom. At least I can say I will try. I have tried if it fails. I want to be like Wheezy F Mamba, for instance. He is a content creator who does all kinds of cool builds and stuff. He's done it with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that game made him more popular. I want to be like that with Halloween the game because like I said, this game, Halloween, Michael Myers is everything to me. Everything. It is my biggest childhood movie. The ultimate childhood. Since I was 6 years old. I'm in my 30s now. I'm old, I know. But seriously though, Halloween. My God. I'm still flabbergasted at the fact that we're still getting a Halloween game. We're literally like 3 weeks away. About 3 weeks almost. Almost 3 weeks away. So, yeah. 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 I don't know what else to say. But I just wanted to come on here and just make a video because I'm bored as hell. The excitement for this game is killing me. But no. What do you guys think? Do you think Halloween the game will succeed or will it fail? And don't give me any BS, typical nonsense on the comments section. Give me a valid reason. I want a valid reason. Don't say it's because of Gun. Gun's not involved with the game. IllFonic, their track record's better. They still support their games. IllFonic has the upper hand. IllFonic are very passionate people, and they know what they're doing. So, we'll just have to wait and see when the game comes out. But I have no doubt the game will succeed. If it does fail, then you ain't gonna see me much longer. So, hopefully it doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. Because I do want this game to succeed. I wanted Texas Chainsaw to succeed real bad, but that... I don't play it anymore, so there you go. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.